So when producing season 1 of this podcast of A Fair to Remember, I think it was sometime around June of 2018, and I had this feeling that there's more out there about the fair that we're missing. I remember I was in the administration building on the grounds of the Ohio State Fair when it happened, and I went to the second floor of the admin building with Alicia, who's the PR manager and one of the producers, and we went into this filing cabinet. It was full of like old photos, Polaroids, framed photos, ribbons, printer paper records, stuff like that. What is this? And then we came across 2 plastic boxes, probably about a rounded square, foot by foot. Open them up, and there's reel-to-reel films in there. We realized that these are documentary-style films on the Ohio State Fair from 1974 and 1939. So you very well could be one of the first to hear this in 80 years.
Ohio State Fair Week. They come from far and near. It's a big date on Ohio's calendar. The crowds pour into this extensive and diversified display of agriculture in honor of the Ohio farm.
And as I'm watching this old school film on the fair, I'm thinking, man, if we're just now discovering this, what other stories are out there about the fair? You got people like Roy Pollard. He's been a shuttle conductor for over 25 years.
I tell family members, do not get married during the Ohio State Fair because I'm not going to be there. I've got to be here. I'm dedicated.
If a loved one passed, you would not be at their funeral because of the fair?
I would not be at the funeral. I will send my condolence. I will send arrangement of flowers. But I will not be. I have to be. This is somewhere I have to be.
And what about the hypnotist on Main Street stage? Those guys got to be into like some weird voodoo, right?
I remember going up on the stage, obviously, before the hypnotizing, and then all I remember is taking someone's shoe and smelling it.
Remember that at all?
No, why am I smelling my shoe?
Then you're going to switch and smell somebody else's
No,
shoe.
no.
Do you remember this?
No, not at all.
Yeah, then he switched.
No, that's gross.
My great-grandfather was a stirrup factory owner in Pilot Point, Texas, and some young man stored some equipment behind his shop and never returned to get it. So being curious like he was, he got it out and realized it was a horse-drawn merry-go-round.
Everything was good. It was my very first dinner party. I was going to be that young salesman that was going to sell everybody a set of pots and pans. And the gentleman that was hosting the dinner party turned and said, "Mark, you probably should talk to your wife." And I turned around and said, "What do you want?" And she said, "My water broke."
Groovy guy is the best, and I'm going to give him $10,000. And he drops $10,000 into my hat like this. And I've just stopped.
In the meantime, have fun at the fair. We'll see you all later. Enjoy!
The Ohio State Fair has been around for 169 years. And when you got something that's around that long, there's some great stories to be told, and I can't wait to share them. A Fair to Remember. Season 2 coming out on July 19th on all major podcasting platforms. And make sure you check out, rate, review, and subscribe Season 1 right now. That's A Fair to Remember. Season 2 coming out on July 19th.
The Ohio State Fair. Let yourself